Hello and welcome to Rule Waves 3, playing as Japan on Super Large ++. I had to do this twice because I started saying France and then my camera fell off the stand and everything was chaos. But it's episode 82. We're in 1946. Still at peace, though tensions are high-ish and have been going up and down like crazy throughout 1945, mostly because I want to provoke people, but people don't want to provoke me. So soon after the previous war that we will not talk about because it makes us sad. So, yeah, should we go in and see what happens? I don't know. You don't know. Only the computer knows. And the computer says, let's jump in. And we'll start with the start of year analysis. We did a 5-year retrospective and planning session last time, so this is just the standard one. War is peace. I find that too funny not to say every day, every time, every episode. Great Britain, US alliance still holding. Tensions are fluctuating quite a bit, like I said in the intro, and we keep pushing France. It was deep orange, but they don't want to go to war so soon after the previous war, and they don't want to provoke us because we will kick their ass. Did we steal another tech from Germany? Not a sub-tech, but something else? I think maybe we actually did. Or was it from the US? I should... Next time I make a playthrough, I will note down all these little events. I will pause and note it down so I don't forget that. But yeah, I mean, technically, realistically, war could break out in 1946 or tensions could plummet. It's one of those years when it's kind of hard to predict. What I do will have some impact, of course, but what the game throws at us will also have an impact. So we'll just have to play and see. We are up to 66,000 base resources, almost 2,000, so nearly as good as last year. The US is gaining a lot more, so I feel they are pulling away slightly. Another year of exactly minus 158 reduction in colony resources. It's pretty stupid, but it is what it is. Bud mod is up to 2, but my unrest stayed at 2, so I'm not too concerned. And this means that we have a staggering budget of 1.5 million trillion billion game monies during peacetime. So the US is like 1.650 or something. So the difference in budget is just minuscule. So we have a huge build to upkeep ratio. It's better than 2-to-1. So this is of course great. And in absolute terms, we are building 82,000 per month. And much of that is actually new builds and quality rebuilds. So wow. I'm thinking about increasing the floor of my funds to 200k or maybe 150 and then 200 later. And I'm pretty sure that the cap is higher than 400 now, but yeah. So Great Britain stopped expanding, but the US is nearly up to 80,000 now. So I'm thinking let's build another round just because we can. So it would actually take 3 builds and to go well over 90,000. So we could just do that and be done with it. And the devil take the hindmost. So here we are. Yeah, you can see. And the difference in budget here, Great Britain and Germany, they are nearly 500,000, 400,000, 450, and a little less than 400. France is more than 500,000 behind, almost 600,000. China is... I don't see why China is even in this game. Could have given them rapid growth. Well, done something to make them... we are playing with non-historical resources anyway. Japan has way more than she deserves, so why not give extra to Spain and China as well? When I play modded games, I always give the little guys something extra, because I think the big guys are doing fine. Anyway, this is just a repeat of last year. I am still building my 4 battle cruisers. 2 are very nearly done. And the last 2 are about a year and a half away. I've started building 2 big non-jet CVs. 4 cruisers are building. I've done all my light cruisers. I'm just refitting the old ones to 32 knots now. My second rates. Destroyers, I've refitted everything down to and including 1500 tons, my frontline destroyers. With my 1500 tonners now serving as filler and torpedo trucks and AA platforms. 8 subs, that's plenty. 4 corvettes, yeah, when they are gone, they are gone. So, research, a pretty decent year, nothing too exciting. Machinery, fire control, just generic. Autoloaders for 7-8 inch guns, we're not using those. Weight savings in torpedo mounts, still unsure if it works. If maybe there was some saving when we took up that destroyer, but we had some other tech advances as well, some in engines among other things. I'm thinking maybe the changes there. Yeah, I don't think it works still, but don't quote me. I reported this to the devs long ago with save games and everything, and never heard anything back. So whatever. 2 subs, 1 ASV, 1 generic high explosive damage, and better 4-inch dual purpose. A generic radar thing, I don't know what it does. And bomb sights. Still missing the night fighters, so hopefully it will skip back and pick them up. You need the night fighters. Otherwise, piston engine fighters have very little use at the moment. So. Dive bomber, we talked about that one last time. It's pretty good. The old fighter turns out to be literally good reliability, so that is pretty decent. The new one, we don't know. It's better in every way except toughness, but not important. But yeah, it will take a while to phase it in, but in the meantime, it's pretty okay. The light jet got a new version. Very minor upgrade, but I think it is pretty good for a 1945-46 light jet fighter. So I wouldn't complain about that. Medium bomber is getting developed next. We have a naval patrol aircraft that's coming out soon that looks pretty awesome. Torpedo bomber got an improved C version, so this is pretty good, but I'm doing another TB and I'm hoping for double torpedoes. I'm not sure if we are in the pipeline for that. I could have looked into the game files, but that's too gamey, so I didn't. So I'm unsure if I'll get it or not, but yeah, it's fair enough. So medium bomber or light jet fighter next. Or maybe a piston fighter, sort of the final piston fighter I will bother with. Because they level off now. Sort of a super prop. Yeah. Okie dokie, I took the liberty to make some adjustments to the division editor, make some space for the new light cruiser groups. Good administrator, yes, that's nice. And aggressive, we like aggressive. Loose cannon. Civ. Okay. Yeah. Aggressive. Yep. So other than that, we are triggering a build just to flex. We can. Waste of money to be sure, but sometimes you just have to do. An Grand Admiral has to do. Asian mainland. Budget and tension. I mean, what's not to like? Improved 3-inch autoloader. MAA radar director, that's pretty important. Low fade display, okay. That's an old radar tech, so not the night tech that I was wanting. Okay, yeah, maybe. Could happen. Against a France so weak that they are not really realistically one of our opponents, so... Did I not have a ship, actually? Oh, maybe it was a light cruiser rebuild, of course it was. Oh my god, suddenly no one has any commanders at all. This one is an actual ship. Maybe it can have a loose cannon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Nice. Ikuma, Ryun. 2 cruisers. Quality 7. I want quality 1 6-inch guns. It's... That actually was an improvement. Could use some more bomb load, but okay. Come on. No brilliant. We have a couple of average. Yeah. No, not add ships. Assign new commander. Kita. So suddenly we are in the green again. Nice. Means we can do some additional rebuilds. We can do... Where are you? Oh my god, we put those into update. Well, wow. Wow. Okay. Did these guys get spacious? Oops. Spacious. Or radar. And sudden... Ah, that was heavy. Huh. Okay, what else do we need? Itamata. Mhm. Ooh, interesting. Hmm. Nah, it's pointless. I'd rather do this. Is this what we want? No. Nah. Bad. So no extra. It's actually. Aha. No. It's a waste of money? Possibly. Okay, these are sub hunters, so let's not goof around too much here. Base machinery, diesel can be spacious, that's fine. Have a couple of radar erected, and cost too much. Some light guns, dual purpose, that's fine. Roof director, that's fine. Mines, great. Meet the mount. Haven't re-look. Often I look at these things in advance if I think that it's gonna be useful. Months. Cost almost yeah, we basically need to get rid of one mount if we want this to work. Radar 3 is more than sufficient. Yeah, they can even have the old ink turrets, that's fine. Some extra ammo. Fine. Coal fire isolation. Nah, this is not worth it. These can just stay they are. It's the US building. They are building 2 battleships, 2 battle cruisers, 4 carriers. But more importantly, we can look at what they have recently built. 12 16-inch guns. That's a pretty cute one. 28 knots. Yeah. They also have this weirdo, of course. What I mean with a fast battleship. 14-inch. What are you doing, my friends? And all forward, no armor. But fast. Yeah. Okay. I don't understand what they are building. Light cruise, heavy cruisers bad, light cruisers nah. TVs, okay, these look good. 104. These are not bad. These will also not be bad. These are TVLs. Also small destroyers. I'm the only one with real destroyers here. Okay, yeah. Just to compare this. What could we sort of get if we wanted? 2.5, it would need to be at least 28 knots. Yeah, 28 is fine. Could have 12. Would need to have. Can it have normal armor? Wow, that was heavy. But it can't. No, it can't. We can get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, I would need to change that radically. 18-inch guns. And what about 19-inch guns? No, cannot be done. Can easily do it on narrow. We even push the speed up 29, 30 knots. Okay, we could have a 30 knot ship with 19 inch. guns. Absolutely, we could not. Could have a 29 knot ship. Or more realistic. Yeah, 29 knot ship we could do with diesel engines and 19-inch guns. This one would rock, wouldn't it? Or we could go all in on this. 64 heavy AA. Also doable. 1 AA, no. 6, that's the max I can push it up to. Probably wouldn't really help much. But something along these lines I could actually get behind. Or I could just skip the 19-inch guns altogether and do quadruple 17. That's also kind of appealing. Or 28. Very interesting. Yeah. They're obsolete. My carriers are obsolete. It's fine. Cool. Yeah, we can do that. We could absolutely need some new destroyers. Wow, that's pretty good. Tougher, further range, faster. Excellent. But okay, 25 destroyers. We do have this destroyer that we must update anyway. Wonder if we really need 220 shots. How likely are they to actually go through all that much ammo? Bit unsure, actually. Well. Multinational force. But do we actually want to go out of... No, we'll do the multinational. Yeah, sure. Lighter than air. Go to the build screen. Okay, so just 6 of this. That's 5,000. I was thinking about building something smaller. Could build like 8 of this and 16 of the other. That would be 24. then we would have to how do we scale this back? Then it cannot have TPS. We have a less capable radar. And we can get it down to, say, 1800 tons. Which those BD. Take one down. I'll take off the reloads. 180 shots. 2 radars. I mean, this costs almost nothing, right? No, this is a destroyer escort, really. But then it will end up with the other guys. So yeah, let's do this. Cruiser division. No, these are not done yet. No. Sign commander. Reserve. Cares. Brilliant minesweeper. I think I have miscounted my light cruisers. I was sure I needed another squadron, but I can build more light cruiser. It's not a problem. Tag not bitter. It's too much work to keep an eye on all those commanders. Budget and tension. Who's the bad guy here? Germany? Yeah, clearly Germany. Better firefighting. Auto-loaded 4-inch gun. New bomber prototypes. Yes, we got the double torpedo. Go, go, go. Oh, this one is faster. It has the longest range. It is firepower. Not very maneuverable and not super tough, but all the other stats are so good that we will take this one. Yes, good. We're up to 1665, on par with the US. But unrest is up to a lot. Build ship. Oh yeah, it's still researching. Oh, electro-optical. 33 seems very unrealistic. Does it need a 2 ASV? I think not. Yeah. Don't have enough on foreign station. Unfortunately, we can send these two guys on foreign station. To build a highway system to promote long-term economic development, clearly. Yes, finally. Finally. And that reminds me that I did indeed forget to start a new research thingy. Go to the build screen. Can I build 20? Yeah, having some filler is nice. Aircraft types, so fighters don't get much better than this, so this is now obsolete, I guess, but it's pretty good still, so no, it's obsolete. Dive bomber is fine, it can carry missiles. Torpedo bomber will be excellent. This one is completely overshadowed and should be obsolete. No, the bomber, that's pretty old. Medium bomber will have range. And bomb load, yeah. Our shipyard is one new build that's dropping, so we need to get more of that going. We can fine. No, cannot be done. Could build more Hoshos. Was just considering the possibility of further updating, not the very oldest battle cruisers, but the 16 inchers, and seeing what I could do in terms of speed, but their hull form limits them to 32 knots, of course, because they were built at 29. That is a limitation, but it's not so horrible as you might think. And then I figured, yeah, I can have a quick look at the TOSAs as well, but I don't, yeah, they can be made even faster. Wow. What on earth? Yeah, because I built them at 26 originally, so it's hard to make them very fast. Unfortunately, you can see that they are kind of stuck unless you want to do speed. Of course, it frees up very little space. But we could refresh their engines and give them better radar and take off the... Yeah, give them radar here. We could even do sort of maximum focus on this. So there are some options, but you wouldn't really count on it. Yeah, we don't. It's not possible to make them go any faster, but we could make them go 27 again. This I know we can make perhaps go 27, but again it would require something along these lines. Yeah, so it's possible, but my old battleships can't be made to go any faster than 27, which is kind of pedestrian. It's not horrible, but it's not exactly impressive. Yeah, this Sendais. Did I just refit all my foreign station ships? Yeah, looks like I have removed at least some of them. I didn't even know, but I have other ships there, so we should be fine. It's just that I kind of need to build something new. So what am I supposed to build? Very good question. Also, I have basically rebuilt my entire fleet. So should we also do the... I had this as an idea and sort of an updated scout cruiser. It's not very good. Let's be honest. But it's not as horrible as you might think. But it would need radar director. I mean, it could be made to work, I suppose. I could stop doing all sorts of bullshit. Electro-optical director. Don't think it can be made. Yeah, it could possibly be made to go 33 if we really sort of leaned into it. Or not. We could just keep it at just an idea. Yeah, I should really reorganize my destroyer squadrons, I suppose. And I should probably do that sooner rather than later. Otherwise, we're gonna end up in a war and everything will be out of place. Yeah, I'm filling these in with sort of lead ships will be 3,000 tons, and then we can fill them out with some 1,800 tonners, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mix here. This one has fewer ships than the others because I ran out. So we might have to order some additional destroyers to completely fill out the roster, but all in all, I think this is a pretty good lineup. And I think I will make a second cruiser division so we don't have to send them all to the same place. We start getting obsolete, of course. How much would it cost to give them electro-optical? Decent radar. Clear out the mounts. It's about time. Okay, yeah, we can do that instead. Okay, this is doable. So with 3-inch autoloaders, radar directors, and some better radar, we could have a very interesting ship without compromising I mean, it's certainly not free, but it's certainly not super expensive, so can be done if we kind of want old 14-inch ships. I mean, we can always do this, but I don't see the point. Yeah, kind of fun. Sure. Multi-channel fire control is what you need if you want to run, say, both 5 and 3-inch dual purpose. By the time you can do this, it's not so important with dual purpose guns. So, yeah. Medium bomber in 8, the new torpedo, the new beautiful torpedo bomber. It can carry 2 torpedoes out to 367 miles and can be escorted by our fighters here. So, okay. Air groups. Torpedo bomber is night capable. Can make this one night capable as well. Do we not have a veteran? No. Night capable. Kind of painful to see them drop to. Good, but okay. Yeah, let's put them in reserve for now. They are fair. A mothball, that's fine. Just fun to play around with the numbers sometimes. I know. 46,800. Wow. This armament conference is being held in The Hague. Prestige tension. Budget. Ah, France. You silly goose. Silly goose. I'm such a good boy. Again, music. Above a shot. Below average, well connected. Well, such things do happen. Yeah, you can kind of see that we have sort of maxed out what is possible for piston engine fighters. One extra firepower, so. Yeah, you chickens. Yeah, they push ahead. Push ahead. Yeah, but we were going to do something even more important. We were going to actually send these destroyers where they were supposed to be. Now I'm just confused. Never mind. I had a plan. Now the plan is no longer. Budget and a little tension. Angled flight deck. Now we're talking. Oh. All the bad guys hate me. November. BB. Bye. December. Complete. It's no doubt due to the meddling of. Now we have actually managed to push Germany up into some sort of high tension position. I would like to trash France one more time, but I know it's unlikely that they want to fight me, but I do think... Yeah, let's not pick on the little guy. Early surface-to-surface missile mounts. Wow. Is that so? Yes. Is that really so? Good thing that everything is more or less finished. And we are in January, and I can reorganize the destroyers one more time, since clearly we are going to war before all of this is finished. But yeah, dock size is 85.5, 82, 83, 79. Import 80 for Italy. You can't afford to build 80,000 ton ships. And why? Why? Excellent. And finances are up to 1770. The US, who is not about to go to war with anyone, have magically bumped their expenditure as well. I mean, we have something of an advantage over the Germans here. But I will take a quick look at my fleet dispositions here and see what I need to do. And that concludes episode 82. We are in January 1947, and it looks like we are at the brink of war with Germany. But seriously, our fleet has never been more capable than it is now. It is staggeringly modern. We have some of our least desirable ships. They are getting the O tag, the 14 inches, but they are not frontline units anyway, so they might just end up being shifted back home or used in secondary roles, so that is not a problem. I have modernized everything save for 2 carriers that were built in 1931. Not my... No, in 1935 actually. They are not too bad. They are not super good, but yeah. I think that may even be a investment. And I have 2 light cruisers I haven't rebuilt. I don't really see that as a huge problem, so that's fine. All my destroyers, damn, all my minesweepers are now obsolete, so that's gonna make them very inefficient as minesweepers, and they also look like they need something more than poor quality. So we'll have a look at that, and then we'll meet up for episode 83. So thanks for watching, and see you again soon.